Italy made substantial progress in the actual execution of the 2014-2020 multi-annual cohesion funding. There are still, more than 10 billion euros that will have to be invested till the end of 2023. But we believe that the situation is completely manageable. Also, it benefited from a facility that was created as an emergency answer to the crisis, the coronavirus crisis. And Italy, because the crisis was, as we all know, very violent in Italy, but in fact reprogrammed more than 4 billion euros, more than 1.5 billion euros used to support health, and more than 2.5 billion euros to support the small and medium companies. And this, together with the SURE initiative, that is this lending to support part-time work. In fact, when we look now at the statistics, of course, the crisis was there, but it was actually not as violent as we were expecting it to be. That is an extra transition program from the emergency decree into normal structural recovery benefits Italy a lot. Will be this split in two phases. Italy will receive around 13 billion euros, of which 11.3 billion already this year. Already in April, we received the Italian proposal for the use of the REACT. We were very, happy to see that 64% of the total REACT funds will benefit the less developed and the transition regions of Italy, in particular the regions of the Mezzogiorno. But on top of this, you have the multi-annual support from cohesion policy. I would call it probably the usual support. Discussions are still ongoing. This will mean more than 43 billion euros under cohesion policy. And this goes on top of the recovery and resilience facility. And so the important thing about this is also that this big effort is anchored on the synergies between the RRF and or RR plan, if you want, recovery and resilience plan, and the cohesion funding. It's very important that the weakest regions in Italy and in Europe really receive a boost, but they have got also to do their own effort. I would also like to underline the importance of developing the just transition plans. Two regions will be in particular the object of this transition, of this extraordinary support. Sulcis in Gleciente in Sardinia and Taranto in Puglia, and Italy receives about 1 billion euros under this extraordinary support. The support is increased with a special link with the EIB loans and with the InvestEU instrument. But this support is anchored on the work that will have to be done by the different member states with the local authorities and stakeholders, in dialogue with the companies, with the trade unions, with the municipalities, so that in fact for each of these regions, the very affected regions, the drop that may occur in jobs and in employment due to this transition of very carbon-dependent industries into a new industries, a new paradigm, is done without creating some fractures in the social fabric and in the economic conditions of these regions. Now, a last topic that is very dear to Italy is, in fact, the need to reinforce administrative capacity. With the funding that we have in Italy, there are old conditions on top of this financing. you also have the technical support instrument. Now we have a new call that will close on the 31st of October for proposals. And Italy has been one of the clients, and I'm very glad with that. I think it's about 59 or 60 projects that have been already financed, and I hope Italy will make the best, together with all other member states that recognize this need to reinforce public administration,